Hey everybody, it's Chicken Wings. Just to give you a little update about any new current projects that are coming up as of late. Um, First one that I want to discuss is the recent loss of Toonami. I mean, I know most of you are thinking that it was a kiddie type show, but to be true about this, it really wasn't kiddie-ish. It actually expanded to a broader audience for teenagers. And this was like something that what they would want to watch after they come home from school, and when they are doing their homework, they turn on the TV instead of watching the news with their parents, and they do their homework and watch action-packed anime. That's what anime was for me. It was something that I could get home to. I didn't want to watch the news. I would be in my room until dinner, and when it ended, the news was over and dinner was ready. That's what I liked about Toonami. Because if I had a hard day at school, I would watch Toonami, and Dragon Ball Z was one of the first few to actually get me interested in an anime. Same thing for Gundam Wing, Rurouni Kenshin, Ronin Warriors, Tenchi Muyo, the trilogy of Tenchi Muyo, but not the newer ones. All the Gundams, which even included Gundam Wing, Thundercats, Voltron, Robotech. I mean, all those animes. Even Outlaw Star. And most of the animes that I even described as of now that I actually own in my anime library. And I still rewatch every single episode from beginning to end, and I enjoy it. But I'm not here to actually put my ranting on the past. I'm here to talk about personal projects that I want you to be a part of. I'm encouragingly inviting all people that are listening to the podcast or the interviews to put in an application or a resume, as you will, to be a part of the T.A.C. Podcast Special, Death of Toonami. Now, what this podcast is going to be mostly about is like your thoughts on the recent loss and your memories of like what you had for Toonami. So, here's what I need for the following. 1, a good working microphone. If it's kind of got bad quality or feedback in the background, or we just can't hear you that well, we'll see about what we can do about that, because I had to use the level up modulator to turn the volume up on Sephirex's mic when I had to do episode 4. Number 2, you must have Skype. Yahoo Instant Messenger and AOL will not work. You have to have Skype in order to be a part of the podcast. And finally, you have to be online at a specific date and time, because we will probably have to find a replacement if you can't be a part during that day. So, if you have all of those requirements, then feel free to put your name down and your Skype, and I'll see about lowering down the number of people for the podcast. So, next project that I'll talk about is, of course, the interviews. Now, I just got onto the interviews probably like this past week, and I've already gotten 2 interviews. No, 3 to be exact. One of them is not quite finished because I'm still waiting on an intro from the person. But, just like I said for the podcast special, you have to have all those 3 requirements to be a part of the interviews. But I will come to you. Don't come to me. Because when you come to me and ask for an interview, I will immediately decline it. So, yeah. Also, suggest people that you would want interviewed. But, I mean, I've got a good list, so I pretty much got a good head start. So, if you want someone that you like to be interviewed that is off radar, that you feel needs to get views, just feel free to leave your comment down below as well, just to give me feedback. Or you can instant message me either on Skype or through my Yahoo account. So, yeah. Thanks a lot for that. The next one is, of course, the same thing for an interview, but it's the TAC abridged character interviews. This is a new feature I want to actually expand upon. Now, I've already gotten a few people to agree to help out with that, because Toon Lord agreed, and I'm going to get his abridged character, more like characters interviews, out of the way pretty soon after I get a few other abridged creator interviews out of the way that are off radar. But yeah, stay tuned for that. And update on the TAC Awards. Me and Zero are still trying to finish up on that. The problem is, there were a couple of people that were complaining about the categories. Like, there were a few nominees that were being left out, so we're just re-editing up on the categories, and hopefully we can start releasing bit by bit of it somewhere around like either mid-October or early November. So keep an eye on that. And there's also another secret hidden project in the mix, so stay tuned to that. And that's it for updates, so until the next update.